Hey, I hope you guys are doing good today. We are going to be watching SCP-231, and this one sounded very eerie, very just kind of like in our spooky kind of horror realm. So I'm very much looking forward to this one. If you do get a chance, I'd appreciate if you can leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a bunch, and I will have the Volgun's video linked in my description below, so be sure to give him a like and subscribe. He does an amazing job. But all right, let's check out this special personnel requirements. I'm very interested.
Hello. My name is not important. I represent the Ethics Committee.
7 seals, 7 rings, 7 brides for the Scarlet King.
The item that we are going to be studying today is SCP-231.
They gather round the natal bed, the foolish and the wise. They fear the child yet to be born, whose voice shall rend the skies.
Object Class, Keter.
Oh my gosh, this is already like starting out kind of eerie. Oh, I like this. So we're gonna have like a reference to the Scarlet King in here. I do know a little bit about the Scarlet King, but I kind of wanted to wait and watch more about him.
Voice shall rend the skies.
Object Class, Keter.
The faithful watch the forest for the coming of the king. Their lanterns bright, they wait at night for the new world he shall bring.
Site and personnel requirements. Under Special Order of 05, the following addendum is attached to the beginning of the file for SCP-231-7.
The dragon waits in shadows. His breath will scorch the land. The hero in the castle draws his sword and makes his stand.
All personnel assigned to SCP-231-7 must rotate out for 1 month of psychological counseling after 2 months on site. SCP-231-7 is to be kept in an undisclosed location.
Yo, that is kind of extreme though, that you have to go through psychological counseling after being on site for 1 month. For 1 month that you're there, you need 2 months of counseling. Like that is some, stuff. Holy.
All personnel assigned to SCP-231 will be transported there blindfolded from Site 19 by a route including no fewer than 7 different forms of transportation, including, but not limited to aircraft, automobile, underground tunnel, and removal of blindfold during the transport process is grounds for immediate termination.
The princess in the tower is hidden far away, but nothing under heaven can keep the groom at bay.
Is this SCP hidden for their safety? Her safety? I'm guessing this is like a woman or something. But is she in there for like her safety to be kept safe, or is she just like crazy unpredictable and maybe a little bit dangerous at the same time? I don't know. I feel like if you need psychological counseling after being around 231, would probably maybe be a little bit concerning.
Personnel assigned to SCP-231-7 must undergo heavy psychological testing before being cleared to enter the site. Individuals must score at least 72 points on the Milgram Obedience Examination, be unmarried, have no offspring, and express nothing less than total loyalty to the Foundation. Normal psychological screening procedures against Axis 2 disorders are waived, so long as the Class D personnel in question has the mental capacity to carry out Procedure 110 Montauk as needed. Personnel who express sympathy towards SCP-231-7's plight and or express a desire to rescue or sympathize towards SCP-231-7 will be transferred to another project without delay.
Well, wait, so could they manipulate you into thinking that they're like a damsel in distress?
Any actual rescue attempts will be met with immediate termination. Personnel who have served on the staff of SCP-231-7's containment team are not required to divulge information to others. No official record shall be kept of the names of any staff assigned to SCP-231-7, nor will said service appear in the personnel files of said staff.
This sounds really serious, though. This sounds very serious. Like if we can't have names We have any logs? I mean, this is crazy. I mean, this is some top tier classified stuff here.
They gather round with leering smiles, the soulless and the dead. Though her soul unwinds, the cruelest minds will keep her in her bed.
While on site, individuals assigned to 231-7 will be issued concealing helmets with integrated voice changes to protect their identity. On-site staff are not to remove said uniforms in the presence of other staff members. Off-duty hours are to be spent in private quarters alone.
Oh my gosh.
6 D-Class personnel are to be assigned to SCP-231-7 each month for the purposes of carrying out Procedure 110 Montauk. Violent criminals are not to be used for this purpose due to the possibility of accidental fatality during the 110 Montauk process. Special containment.
Is this like when it turns red? Is that the Scarlet King talking?
Procedures. Following repeated escape and suicide attempts, and based on the failure of containment for SCP-231-1 through 6, containment of SCP-231-7 has been amended to the following. SCP-231 is to be contained within a soundproof holding cell, adjacent to holding cells for 6 Class D personnel assigned for the purposes of Procedure 110 Montauk. Cameras will monitor every inch of the cell at all times, and must be manned 24 hours a day. Malfunctioning monitoring equipment will be replaced without delay by psychologically screened staff. Doors will be magnetically locked, openable only by positive action by the control and monitoring facility. This includes all doors linking the main holding cell to those of 6 Class D personnel.
Yeah, this is like max security holding. I wonder why this is so like wrapped in such mystery and such crazy confinement requirements for it.
SCP-231-7 is to be kept restrained to a hospital bed at all times, except for the purposes of Procedure 110 Montauk. Hydration will be provided through IV drip. Feeding will be carried out twice a day through feeding tube approved by medical personnel who have not taken the Hippocratic Oath. Under no circumstances...
Who have not taken the Hippocratic Oath. What are we doing? What are we doing to this one? We're just barely keeping it alive and sedated the entire time?
Approved by medical personnel who have not taken the Hippocratic Oath. Under no circumstances are narcotics, anesthesia, or other unapproved medications to be administered to SCP-231-7.
The potter told his prentice to prepare him 7 jars. 6 he made with grace and skill. The last his hands did mar.
Procedure 110 Montauk is to be carried out at least once every 24 hours by Class D personnel. During Procedure 110 Montauk, at least one Security Clearance 4 231 staff member must monitor the procedure by camera at all times, although the sound may be turned off if the vocalizations of SCP-231-7 become too distressing. Following the procedure, all Class D personnel must return to their holding cells or explosive collars will be detonated.
They have explosive collars on? Holy God. Okay, so we are doing a lot here. Okay, so I had to look up real quick about Procedure 110 Montauk because I feel like I am missing some context here, but as a fictional, deliberately vague and disturbing containment protocol associated with SCP-231 is used daily to prevent SCP-231, one of 7 girls impregnated by the Scarlet King, from giving birth to an apocalyptic entity. The exact nature of the procedure is intentionally left unexplained, but it's described as horrific that even hardened Foundation personnel are traumatized by it. Okay, got it. I don't want to spoil too much for myself if I read too much further, so I just wanted a little bit of context with that.
The cretin moon no more is howling. Gone, its morning black. In their dreams, its face is prowling. Come to take them back.
Data expunged per order of all file redacted unredacted. Information moved to iZone document 231-110 Montauk. Access to 231-110 Montauk is limited to personnel with security clearance 4/231.
This makes me think of like our testing broadcasting when that happens. Like they say it's monthly, but I swear it's every week. But that's what this reminds me of, minus the screaming.
Description: SCP-231-7 is a female between 8 and 10 years of age.
The king is in his courting clothes. The brides are in their beds. The unborn princes wait in sleep to raise their eager heads.
Ooh.
SCP-231-1 through 7.
This is such an interesting like crossover we have of, or like the blending of SCPs. I like this. It's very like eerie too.
Retrieved from following a police raid on a warehouse owned by an organization called the Children of the Scarlet King. See article in the newspaper, Police Raid Satanic Sex Cult, Save 7. 24 hours after the rescue, SCP-231-1, real name, went into labor pains, giving birth 3 minutes later to SCP.
Oh my god.
Causing an event resulting in confirmed casualties. Foundation personnel immediately took possession of remaining SCPs 231-2 through to 231-7, and based on notebooks recovered from the cult, instituted Procedure 110 Montauk to prevent future occurrences.
The hens were in the hen house, and 7 eggs did lay, till the fox crept in by dark of night, and stole the eggs away.
So we have one that's been born, or do we have more than one? Or was this like a way just try and stop some more births from happening? And obviously, what we have here is the 7th one.
By dark of night, and stole the eggs away.
Addendum 231-A. Current status of SCP-231 units.
6 were broken by their bindings.
Oh.
6 no more shall sing. Comes the 7th full unwinding, and all the bells will ring.
Okay. So like for what I'm guessing this must be the Scarlet King talking here. So we have lost 6, and this is the last one that like if she does end up giving birth, then like something really, really bad could probably happen.
SCP-231-1. Deceased killed during initial recovery operations while giving birth to SCP. See casualty report for Event 231 Alpha for more details.
When the first had given birth, then all the birds did sing. Her screaming cries did shake the skies, as she called out for her king.
SCP-231.
Oh my gosh! Oh man, that was a good line. That was a good line. That was good. That was a good one.
Shake the skies, as she called out for her king.
SCP-231-2. Deceased killed during attempt to remove fetus of second SCP specimen, resulting in immediate event. See casualty report for Event 231 Bravo for more details.
By Doctor's blade, the second bade a life into the world. Untimely hewn, neath a silent moon, the king's red flag unfurled.
SCP-231-3. Deceased. Self-terminated. Following a prolonged period of distress caused by implementation of Procedure 110 Montauk. SCP immediately underwent an event. See casualty report for Event 231 Charlie for more details.
What do you guys think the 110 Montauk is? Like, what do you think that entails as far as, I guess maybe trying to prevent labor or trying to deliver these children? I mean, well, because I guess the one that's still alive, it says that is still being done. So I wonder what that is.
His bride, the 3rd, remained unheard, her cries for help ignored. She stopped her life with a surgeon's knife and gave it to our Lord.
SCP-231-4. Deceased. Attempted to administer SCP-500.
So the first, so three, like, did it herself. Okay. Yo, this is crazy.
attempted to administer SCP-500, although successful in that all traces of SCP were expelled from the system. Expelled remains immediately underwent event, causing numerous casualties including SCP-231-4 herself. See Casualty Report for Event 231 Delta for more details.
The fourth prepares a dagger and places it at her heart. The perfect cure cannot make pure what the king has set apart.
SCP-231-5.
I actually love these inserts from him though, because like it is such a cool, this is such a cool like weaving of this. Very, very eerie. Very eerie. Very like dark, but I like this though. This is good. This is a good one.
What the king has set apart.
SCP-231-5. Deceased. Botched application of Procedure 110 Montauk resulted in SCP-231-5 giving birth to SCP 1 hour later, which then underwent event. See Casualty Report for Event 231 Echo and Report on Destruction of Site 231 Aleph. For more details, recruitment profile of Class D personnel was revised to minimize possibility of a second botched Procedure 110 Montauk.
The fifth one's crown was bearing down upon the fox's set. It then was sundered with a mighty thunder. An apocalypse begat.
SCP-231-6. Deceased. Killed. During escape attempt aided and abetted by agent who had been...
Okay, so like now we see like why you can't like help them escape and stuff because it's dangerous. I mean, obviously this seems like a big problem. That seems like a big problem. So like you shouldn't probably be helping them out. And are they all trying to get to the Scarlet King? And are these ways that they think that they are going to get there as far as like, like kind of offering themselves in a way, but then trying to give birth before they do. So then he has his princes.
During escape attempt aided and abetted by agent who had been exhibiting heightened stress levels due to prolonged exposure to SCP-231. Obtained possession of SCP and attempted to use said weapon to rescue SCP-231-6 and 231-7. Agent was killed in the resulting firefight, but a stray round resulted in the termination of SCP-231-6 as well. The features of SCP-231-6's SCP then underwent event. In the wake of this incident, O5 personnel voted by unanimous decision to amend personnel policies.
So do we have any offsprings from these that have survived? Or have they all been, or is it all like up in the air? Is it questionable? Have most of them been, unalived?
See Casualty Report for Event 231 Foxtrot for more details.
On the sixth day, the walls gave way, and the oceans turned to ash. Her birth gave work as the earth shook underneath the king's fell lash.
SCP-231-7. As of SCP-231-7 is successfully contained at Site.
Seventh bride will break the tides, the moon no more will shine. There comes a day not far away, she'll birth the death of time.
Oh.
Addendum 231.
So he's putting all his eggs in one basket with her because she's the only one left.
She'll birth the death of time.
Addendum 231-B. This is a recording of a missive by O5.
Dear friends, it has come to my attention that recently certain rumors have surfaced regarding SCP-231. Due to a drop in staff morale, I have decided to address some of the more prevalent points. Yes, Procedure 110 Montauk is as horrible as you've heard, which is why only Class D personnel are authorized to carry it out. Yes, it does involve brutal... No.
Is she like, I guess we don't really know what this is exactly, but, I guess I'm so, I guess, confused as to what this procedure could be, because part of me thought like maybe it was like an abortion of some sort, because, to prevent her from like getting pregnant, or like could she keep getting pregnant? You know, like he keeps trying like getting her pregnant or something over and over. Yeah, the other part of me, because I think that was because 110 Montauk was used on the other ones. So if they were still pregnant, then you know what? Then that one doesn't really make sense. You know, like it doesn't. That doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know. Let me know. Like, let me know what you guys' thoughts are of like what you think 110 Montauk is, or are they like just like I don't think they're like just beating the crap out of her, but I don't know. I honestly have no idea.
Assignment to SCP-231 is not intended to test your loyalty to the Foundation, your tendencies towards, or anything else. No, SCP-231 is not a punishment detail. Yes, there are staff members who have been on SCP-231 and have successfully transferred out by their own request. No, not everyone who's worked on SCP-231 is terminated upon leaving the project. Yes, staff members who have been assigned to SCP-231 are allowed to take Class A amnesics before leaving the project if so desired. Yes, false memories are then implanted. No, none of the supposed methods for recovering or detecting false memories work. Yes, there are some of you who worked on SCP-231 and don't remember it.
Can you imagine being so traumatized from working with one of these that you want your memories of ever working with them erased? Yo, that is some like top tier darkness that you are going to have to be dealing with. That like if you are requesting this.
No, we have not given up trying to save SCP-231-7, but research in that field must be carried out with the utmost of caution. Based on the increased potency of each subsequent event associated with each subsequent SCP specimen, there is a strong possibility that SCP-231-7 event could result in an XK Class End of the World scenario. This information is corroborated in notebooks recovered from the cultists. See Document 7 Brides, 7 Seals, SCP-231 Adjunct B. No, putting the girl out of her misery is not an option. Neither is drugging her. She has to be aware of what is going on for 110 Montauk to work.
Oh.
One final.
Okay, so yeah, I have no clue. I have no idea as to what 110 Montauk could be.
Note. The Foundation does many distasteful things in the completion of our mission, but our mission is important enough that the price is one we must pay. Containment of SCP-231 is one of our most dangerous duties, not because of any direct danger to ourselves, but because of the danger that our resolve will fail. That we will allow ourselves to either let down our guard due to our sympathy for the suffering of an innocent, or that we will allow ourselves to become monsters through the performance of monstrous acts. Just do your
Oh, so is that what's going on? Is like they're doing it for the good of it, but whatever they're doing to her is horrendous.
Allow ourselves to become monsters through the performance of monstrous acts. Just do your jobs, and save the philosophizing for the shrink. Yours sincerely, 05.
Won't believe it when they say they're trying to save her. Why would they bother? They've got exactly what they want. Exactly where they have it.
Oh.
Addendum 231-C. Update. 231-7's emotional response to Procedure 110 Montauk appears to be reduced recently, despite proper execution of said procedure, increasing danger of SCP undergoing an event. Two options have been proposed. Number 1, development of a new containment procedure with higher emotional response than Procedure 110 Montauk. Number 2, administration of a Class A amnestic to SCP-231-7, allowing for a return to base emotional response state. Said memory modification is to be administered during execution of Procedure 110 Montauk to maintain heightened emotional state following memory reset. Please advise.
The Doctor never tells his god which one he really seeks. Instead, he hides himself away, and quietly he weeps.
Doctor.
Also, these doctors just like so like they are doing what they're told, but they are getting messed up in it like mentally.
Hides himself away, and quietly he weeps.
Doctor. Addendum 231-D. Decision. Carry out option 2 at the first available opportunity.
Their God's own voice, he makes the choice, declaring with their word. In fear and pain, let her remain, lest she be like the third.
05.
Ooh. Oh, that is a chilling statement that he just put in there.
Lest she be like the third.
05. Addendum 231-E. Aftermath. Option 2 was carried out. SCP-231-7's emotional state returned to 100% efficacy. Dr. subsequently committed suicide due to heightened emotional stress. Will continue analysis of efficacy of treatment.
Whatever is going on with these treatments, we're going to say treatments like very loosely because this almost sounds like something is going on that is very questionable and like borderline torture. Clearly these doctors are not handling it well, so now we're like this doctor killed himself, and then I don't know what's coming up next, but it sounds like people are not doing well mentally dealing with all of this, which is totally understandable. I mean, I totally like whatever is going on with this, and then like trying to not, I guess, let her get pregnant with the Scarlet King's baby. It seems like this is quite the paradox that they're trying to keep under control.
The doctor's gun ended his run as he put it to his ear. As she was defiled, the pitied child, he gave it to his fear.
Oof.
Dr. Addendum 231-F. Continued analysis of efficacy of treatment. After some analysis, I have determined that it is not necessary to perform memory modification every time Procedure 110 Montauk is carried out. In fact, it is better to delay for some time before re-administering the agent. Analysis of Subject 231-7's emotional response indicates that efficacy of Procedure 110 Montauk seems to peak between the third and fourth performance of the procedure. The dread of anticipation for the event seems to heighten emotional response for a time, before familiarity with the procedure begins to lessen the efficacy of the treatment. My recommendation is that Class A amnestics be administered once a week during Procedure 110 Montauk. The calendar has been modified accordingly.
Whatever is going on with this procedure and 110 Montauk sounds like it is horrendous. Sounds like it sounds torturous, honestly. It sounds like it's torture. But then like she has to understand like what's going on. And like, is she like going like, okay, like I don't want to be a part of this, so like do what you got to do. I mean, that almost sounds, I mean, I can see like that's like where it becomes heart wrenching, right? Where it's like she is innocent and maybe she's sitting there going like, okay, like I know what you guys are doing is probably for the better of the world, so we don't have like some end of the world tragedy that happens. But at the same time, whatever is going on here must be excruciating if it is like causing this much trauma to the people that are doing it to her.
Her memory a fickle thing, the strongest shall endure. When her weeping starts to waver, then drugs make her mind pure.
Dr.
Oh. That's why we can't give her drugs. That's why she can't be drugged. Oh man, that's like the worst. That's like the worst like situation to be in. This one was really, really good. This one is very well written. It was performed extremely well by TheVolgun, and it like gave me, this one like kind of gave me chills a little bit of like, you know, how this is interweaved with the Seven Brides and stuff. And I do vaguely remember some reference of that when I did kind of like a little like Cliff Notes thing of the Scarlet King, because I wanted to probably watch a couple videos about him. So, but this was fantastic. This is a really, really good one. So my hat goes off to the person that did this one, because this one is great. It has so many mysterious things about it. There are a lot of horrifying elements to this. I actually really like that they have so much redacted from this, because I feel like it adds another layer of mystery and horror, and you know, there's like this really scary unknown. And then as far as his other six brides go, and how they all kind of had like some sort of self demise of or they were trying to escape, and is the escape trying to get to him, and like how many of the like what happened to all these babies, and like what this is like such a there's so much wrapped up in this that it's really interesting. It's a really really good one. It's really dark, very eerie, very very creepy. I absolutely I absolutely like really enjoyed this one. This one was really really good. There's so much going on in it, and I really appreciate this one. Great. This one was great. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to go and like and subscribe to the Volgun. He does just such an amazing job, so be sure to give him lots of support. But that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys had a great day, and I will see you in the next one.